All right, welcome back to another edition of America's 250 Red, White, and You. I'm Ruben Daiz. Thanks for joining us all month long, all year long. We're going to be celebrating people, organizations, all in the Mid-South who are making a difference and helping make the Mid-South a better place to live and a better place to be. So, as part of that, we are joined now today by two people who help run a organization and mission called Streetdog Foundation, the Streetdog Foundation. Is that correct? Yes. Now, I'm going to mess up these names, so bear with me. Alicia McNaughton. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And then Liz Roper. Liz is easy. I got that one. And then we're joined by Tim as well. The dog's name is Tim, just so we're all clear. Let's get started with somebody tell me what Streetdog Foundation is.
Yeah, so Streetdog Foundation is a local 501c3. We're a dog rescue out of the Memphis and Mid-South area. We are 100% volunteer run, and all of our dogs are in foster homes. Did you want me to tell you a little bit about how we got started?
Yeah, we're going to roll into it wherever you need to.
Sounds great. So in 2009, our founders, Mel and Kent, were called by a friend of theirs who ran another rescue in the Memphis area, asking them if they could go to a local shelter to look for a specific dog. They agreed to go help, and when they walked in, they were really overwhelmed with the amount of dogs sitting on the euthanasia list, and they felt called to take 2 dogs with them to rescue them off the euthanasia list, take them home with them, and then Streetdog was born. They felt a calling to start this organization and looped in other volunteers, and now we've grown pretty large. We've rescued upwards of 2,000 dogs in our 17 years.
Wow, 2,000 dogs is a lot of dogs, but I'm guessing that only scratches the surface on how many dogs are actually out there?
Yes, the stray population in Memphis and the Mid-South is really overwhelming. Yeah.
So, Alicia, you're holding the dog, so you've got the hardest job today because that dog.
Oh, that's the good one. That's the easy job.
If you don't know, she's already gone through about half a bag of treats trying to make sure this dog doesn't go anywhere. So what makes you get involved with Streetdog?
I really just got involved because I just discovered my love for dogs and just started seeing so many of the rescues that are just putting in the work out there. And like you said, it only scratches the surface and they need all the help they can get. And so I just started helping, volunteering. I think I started out just doing dog walking at one of our places where we have to board some of our dogs occasionally that we aren't able to put in fosters because we are 100% foster and volunteer based. So if we don't have a foster, you know, sometimes we still try to help them and they end up in boarding. So we have opportunities where people can just walk them or, you know, so many different ways to help out. And I started out with that, and then I kind of started helping out do, actually I started fostering first. I foster failed and I kept her. But
and then we looped her into volunteer.
But then I got kind of looped into just doing a lot of the adoption events where, you know, we just take cuties like this out into the public and let them get some exposure so people can see them.
Yeah, I feel like we should be playing Sarah McLachlan's, you know, In the Arms of an Angel right now. Take a shot of the dog and we'll play the In the Arms of the Angel song and for just $2 a day or whatever that number is. So when you're take us through what it takes to become a foster family for one of your dogs.
Yeah, so we take fosters of all kinds, whether you want to do a short-term weekend, whether you want to do a day trip, or whether you want to foster until the dog is adopted. You can go to our website and apply, and the foster coordinator or another volunteer will run the app and then work on matchmaking you with a dog that would fit your lifestyle. So whether you have a yard or don't have a yard, or you have other pets or you have kids, we'll find the right dog that fits you.
And so is it, I'm assuming there's a process, an application and all that stuff. So,
yes.
Because you got to make sure these dogs are going to a good place.
Yes, we don't want them to end up in a similar situation to how they were found. So we are thorough and we're really intentional with the homes we put our dogs in. But we're always looking for more fosters. We can't rescue dogs without fosters.
Is there a maximum to the amount of dogs a foster can take at a time?
I mean, if you want to foster like a litter of puppies and you want to do that, like you can take like 10 or 12 at a time. No, the max we've usually had people take is 2, but if it's a good fit for everyone and it's the right situation, if you want to take more than 2 or so, then we'll welcome that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Alicia, you got involved by fostering first, and you said you foster failed by keeping the dog, which I guess is not really the ultimate goal here. Is the goal to...
It's bittersweet. So I volunteer as our foster coordinator, so I place the dogs into the homes, and it's always so sweet when our fosters adopt, and then it's like, dang, I lost a foster. But like Alicia here, she still fosters.
I've successfully fostered since.
Yes, she has adopted.
First you don't succeed.
She has adopted and has since fostered several dogs. So we're an organization where, you know, you don't go to the shelter and get a dog and never hear from them again. Like we, instead of adopting dogs out, we like to say we adopt families in. So once you're part of Streetdog, you are for life. We have a really active alumni, and yeah, we love to get our fosters looped in. But yeah, so the foster fails, very bittersweet.
Yeah. So Alicia, you got started as a foster, and now you're actively involved. What would you say to somebody who's in your similar situation, who maybe has just discovered their love for dogs and could potentially help?
That there's so many different ways to help. So like if fostering doesn't work for you, because we understand that sometimes people have a dog that doesn't do well with other dogs, and fostering is not always, it's just not always possible, but there are so many different things that we do. We have fundraisers throughout the year. We have different events that we go to. We need people that can just come and be friendly and talk to people and try to sign up volunteers and tell them about our organization. That is a lot of what I do. I do a lot of the event coordinating and stuff like that. You know, anybody that just wants to help with, you know, just the little things too, like paying attention to our social media, following us on Instagram. That's where we really put out all of our pleas for funds or whatever need we're really pushing for at that moment. We always have big fundraisers.
That dog needs a treat.
Oh no.
And so there's just like, don't be scared if you just say like, oh, I could never foster. I'd be too sad to let him go. Like there's so many different things that you can do to help. Like even this right here, just coming and doing interviews, or just so many different opportunities.
Yeah, so she mentioned from kind of like the first person perspective, I would say, you know, somebody's just now going through it. Let's talk about it a little bit from your perspective as the foster coordinator of like what you would say to somebody who maybe you met in the grocery store who might be interested in helping get involved.
Yeah, I would say if you are interested in fostering, there's very few. I mean, I think that some people have the misconception that if they don't have a yard, they shouldn't foster. Like, it doesn't matter your situation. We can find a dog that would fit that lifestyle. And then, yeah, like Alicia said, if you don't want to foster, there's a lot of the work that I do volunteering is done virtually. Like, I can do it from my phone or my email when I'm not working. And so there's an opportunity if you don't live close, or you have mobility issues, or you don't have transportation. Like, if you have like a phone and you want to volunteer, we'll find something for you.
So where do people go if they want to get involved? If they're watching this right now at home and say, man, I want a dog, I want to get involved.
Yeah.
You know, where do they go? How do they do that?
Yeah, so they can go to our website. It's easy. It's streetdogfoundation.com or .com.
Maybe not as easy as you thought, huh?
JK. Or, you know, reach out to us on social media and our DMs, and we'd love to help get you set up.
Now, we've mentioned people can foster, or they can, you know, volunteer time to help. Do you guys take donations as well? Is this something that can help you guys as well?
Absolutely. We're 100% donor based. All of our funding comes strictly from donations and like adoption fees. So we are always looking for donors or people who want to support. And if you can't support monetarily, we'd love to have you as a volunteer.
Yeah, you should have got some treats with tranquilizers.
Oh, no.
That's what you
Oh,
need.
no.
You needed a treat with a tranquilizer.
We're gonna trade for a second.
Yeah, that's because Tim's saying, I know you got more snacks that you're not hooking a brother up with. So that's
I'm
what
just
Tim,
not supplying them
yeah,
fast enough.
you're not dealing fast enough. You need to keep handing them out. So people can go online and find more information. They can donate monetarily. They can donate their time. All of those things. Is there an event or anything coming up where if somebody wants to come check you guys out, they could come to an event?
Well, Alicia is our events coordinator, so I know she can speak on that.
Yeah, so we do have a few coming up. We are planning an anniversary party at Laughlin Yard. It's going to be August 1st, I think. And like I said, just definitely the thing to do is to pay attention to our social medias. Instagram is always going to have our latest events. One of the big things to really pay attention to, and you can catch that on our social media or our website, is every November we have a big party called Howl at the Moon. It's a huge party. It is an open bar,
live music,
silent
amazing
auction.
options.
It's a great time.
It's a party
And-
for sure.
yeah, and it is it is the biggest fundraiser that we do all year. It is what helps us sustain our efforts all throughout the year, pretty much. So there's definitely ways to do that. If you want to come, it's just purchase the ticket. The ticket sales are what help us. Buying the silent auction stuff is what helps us. We also are looking for sponsors. If there's any organizations out there who are looking for any kind of higher level sponsorships, you can check that out on our website. We'll have all of the information there.
Yeah, Purina needs to get involved with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for calling them out.
So, but you did mention sponsors. Is going to be one of the last things I touched on. Is have you guys been able to get a lot of support in Memphis from like a corporate level, or are you still looking for some people to come in and kind of help keep this mission going?
Little of both.
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of both. We have really supportive alum, and we have people who really love what we do, and so we get pretty well supported. But I think as veterinary costs rise, and I think just the state of everything, we could definitely use some more sponsors to keep doing what we're doing.
All right, you heard that here first. I know there's a lot of dog lovers out there.
Yeah.
So if you're a dog lover and you want to find a way to get involved and help Streetdog, the Streetdog Foundation, there's a thousand ways you can do it, basically, right? You can do it in a number of ways, and they would love to get that help so that they can continue to service all of these dogs that they've been able to help. You've already helped over 2,000.
Roughly upwards of, yeah.
And there's a much bigger need still out there, right?
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
All right, so one more time, you can go to streetdogfoundation.com. Go to streetdogfoundation.com or find them on social medias. Is it just Street Dog Foundation on Instagram?
Yeah, at Streetdog Foundation on
And
Instagram and Facebook.
And Facebook. You find all the information you need right there. That way you'll be able to get involved and continue to help Memphis, make Memphis a great place to be. I want to thank Liz and Alicia for taking the time, and Tim as well for being as good as he could for this time frame. The dog said, I'm ready to go. It's kind of like a kid. I'm ready to go when I'm ready to go.
He is a kid.
He's a puppy.
All right, so again, take the time to get involved and find a way to, if you don't know about getting involved, maybe you have a friend or a family member who would like to get involved. Don't forget to spread the word. I want to take the time again to thank the Street Dog Foundation for being here.
Thank you for having
helping
us.
being a part of what's making Memphis a great place to be and all part of our Red, White, New America's 250 celebration. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ruben Daiz.